I'm not sure that people realize or appreciate that FeelGood, a national movement, was started by college students. Kristen, Talis, Lane, Jason, Katie, they were all students at the University of Texas, Austin when FeelGood was born.
It was 2004. I had just woken up to the reality of hunger. 1 billion people who are currently suffering because they don't have enough to eat. And it hit me in a way that immobilized me. It was discouraging, it was overwhelming. And around this time, I was introduced to the Hunger Project. And they had a way of looking at hunger that was totally empowering. It shifted my worldview. Hunger is not about 1 billion people who need food, 1 billion mouths to feed. It's about 1 billion talented, creative individuals, brothers and sisters, members of our human family, who, under the right conditions, have the power to end their own hunger. It was a new way of looking at the world, and I knew I had to get involved. I wanted to do something.
Kristen decided she wanted to raise money for the Hunger Project, that would be her contribution. So I was visiting her and her brother Jason at UT, and at the University of Vermont, grilled cheese sandwiches were really popular. So we decided to set up a sort of pop-up grilled cheese deli, and we sold grilled cheese sandwiches in exchange for a donation for the end of hunger.
We'd prep the night before together, we'd pack the car, we'd unload it at the quad, fire up the grills, start serving sandwiches and chatting with people.
We didn't know really what we had when we started, but it ended up being a pretty inspired idea that over the course of 6 months had us raising $10,000 from faculty, students, and we were also having tons of incredible conversations with these people.
The real vision began when Kristen met Talis.
So Kristen and I met when we were in the cross-country team at UT Austin, and being a part of the team, we would have all of these long runs where we would have time to really think and talk about hunger and poverty and what was really going on in the world.
As Talis and I began working together, we could see we were onto something. What we were doing was so simple, so effective. People were having an experience of creating impact. And it was a model, right? It was a model that could be scaled to other universities so that other students could get engaged.
So we finished our business plan, got our nonprofit status, and from that point on, FeelGood just started to grow.
The University of Vermont was the second FeelGood chapter, started in 2005 by Kristen's husband, Joe, and it's still going strong today. I joined the chapter in 2007 and was the president my senior year. And I think the thing that I would want to say is that in addition to raising money and raising awareness, you're really gaining the skills around what it means to be a change maker. So you're gaining teamwork skills, leadership skills, you're understanding what it means to be creating a difference in your day-to-day life, and you're doing it while feeling completely connected to this greater global family that we're all a part of.
I was a member of the University of Washington chapter. By the time I joined, FeelGood was in over 20 different college campuses across the United States. It may seem obvious, but what really impressed me was that every single chapter from its inception was created, led, and grown by its very own students. Not by faculty, not by the FeelGood staff, but by students.
I think one of the reasons students get so passionate about this is because it's not just about ending hunger in one isolated event. It's about the global perspective of what's affecting all of us.
That's something that our generation really understands. We just get that we're all connected and that our only meaningful future lies in a world that works for all of us.
That's why we decided to align ourselves with the Sustainable Development Goals. They start from the same premise. Our economic, social, and environmental challenges are all interconnected, and they need to be addressed together. That's why we need to work together, which is what FeelGood is all about.
I think it's fair to say that the SDGs are the start of a new era for our movement. For one thing, we've started investing in the Commitment 2030 Fund, which is a coalition of organizations that are deeply aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals and committed to the end of extreme poverty by 2030.
As students, we have also increased our leadership roles, not at just the chapter level, but definitely at the national level.
What we bring to the table is a global mindset and the ability to always think new. That has always been a part of FeelGood since the beginning. And when you think about what a few students at UT Austin were able to set into motion, imagine what we can achieve now. How many chapters founded, how much money raised, how many people engaged, and how many conversations started. The need is huge, the time is now, and we are ready.